Let's do Talk About It Tuesday here. You heard a little talk as we were coming into the segment. Solana, we have a big open for Talk About It Tuesday?
Yeah, we sure do, Hoch.
You want to play it?
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On Tuesdays, Hoch and Crowder talk about it.
Pick 3 restaurants to eat at for the rest of your life.
Talk about it.
How often are you changing your toothbrush?
Talk about it.
Pecan or pecan?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Brought to you by our friends at Twin Peaks, by the way. Another good spot to watch the game on Sunday. Little Twin Peaks Talk About It Tuesday. What do you have for us, Solana?
All right, stick with me here because I wrote out this question. It's a little complicated.
We
but
know what happened last week when you did this. We couldn't figure out what the question was.
Yeah. So just stick with me here because I'm essentially asking you who LeBron's best teammate of all time is, but I'm not asking you about what's been accomplished already. So I'm presenting you this scenario.
Okay.
You get LeBron James for a decade in his prime, essentially what the Heat got back in 2010. You're getting LeBron James for a decade in his prime. Pick one of his current or former teammates to pair him with. All of them are in their prime as well. So Luka right now technically would be in his prime. Which teammate, which duo are you constructing with LeBron James?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Because, of course, it takes 2 to salsa. So go ahead.
Happens to be a great question. That is a great question. So, in a vacuum, I would have said Anthony Davis because I think he's probably the most talented, except we know that he's injured a lot, although we do know that about Luka. Won 2 titles with Dwyane Wade. Wow, this is tough because I want to say Luka, but Solana was pointing out yesterday how well are they going to be able to coexist together, being a couple of ball dominant guys. Man, I'm going to sound like I'm doing the Homer thing here, but I will say Zydrunas Ilgauskas. No, I will say Dwyane Wade. I think Dwyane Wade was his best teammate in his prime. Dwyane Wade. Yeah, I think it's Dwyane Wade. Crowder?
In 2009-10, did Shaq play with LeBron?
He played one season
Cleveland?
at the very end in Cleveland. I think that was right. It was the win a ring for the king bit that he did.
Listen,
he was washed.
I remember that, but the way you,
Shaq in his prime.
the way that you worded this was both players in their prime. You put LeBron James and Orlando Shaq on the same team together, they are going 82-0. That would be crazy. The most dominant player he played with, and Dwyane Wade's Hawk, you're 100% correct. The best player he ever played with at their prime was Shaquille O'Neal.
That I feel like Crowder found a loophole there because I didn't even realize they played a season together.
You could do Russell Westbrook as well. Like he played with Russell Westbrook.
Right, in LA.
Shaq?
In LA.
But no, he's right.
Shaq?
If you could pick one of his teammates in their prime, Shaq was unstoppable.
Yeah.
He was unstoppable. That duo, prime Shaq and prime LeBron, would literally may have gone 82-0. You're not kidding.
Teams would have forfeit. No, we're good. We'll just go on and fly back to Philly. We're fine. Thanks.
Appel, live from Radio Row.
The Warden. Joel Anthony.
You know Joel Anthony had 4 fingers. That's why he couldn't catch.
Think about that, though, because LeBron would throw him a pass.
He'd score.
And it just immediately comes back to him because he had the frying pans for hands. So
I was going to say that. I was going to say that LeBron would score, and then the warden would lock everybody down and throw them in jail. And nobody would score. They'd shut everybody out. The warden. That's Dwyane Wade. Why is this even a
I think it's
conversation?
Dwyane Wade. I think it's Dwyane Wade. I mean, the Shaq thing is a loophole, but if we're allowing that loophole, Solana, then Shaq is correct. What's your answer, Solana?
I'm surprised nobody said Kyrie Irving because they did win an NBA title together as well. And
but better than D Wade.
I don't think Kyrie's a better player in his prime than Dwyane Wade was in his prime.
Oh, no. I think it's Dwyane Wade, and I still maintain his best teammate of all time is Dwyane Wade right now. When people want to have the argument, they want to say Anthony Davis. I laugh at that. Fun fact about Joel Anthony, the warden, he is the general manager of the Montreal Alliance in the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Is that so?
Yeah.
How they doing?
No idea. No idea.
Oh, terrible.
Probably like Doug Gottlieb.
He misses all trade deadlines because he can't bend his fingers to sign the contract on the facts. Like
he hasn't been able to make one phone call as general manager. He can't pick up the phone.